It's true. My name is Myles Rademan, and it's really a pleasure to be here and welcome you to this year's annual meeting. And it's my great pleasure this year to award the Spirit of Hospitality Award to Bob Richard, who's sitting here. This opportunity is very special to me because 8 years ago, as Bill mentioned, I was fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time when the annual Spirit of Hospitality Award was created, and the Chamber named it after me. And a lot of people think that I endowed it. That's not quite the truth here. And I'm still alive to give it, and that's also nice. My greatest honor each year is to be associated with those in our community who have done so much to create the Park City that we see around us today. And as Bill mentioned, past recipients of this award have included Nick Badami, former owner of the Park City Mountain Resort, the legendary Stein Erikson, former Mayor Brad Olch, who's sitting here, who helped Park City through many, many years of being mayor and also brought the Winter Olympics to our town in 2002. Terry Orr of the Park City Performing Arts fame, who's here. Hans Fuge is here. Kim McClellan, and this year Bob Richard. Let me back up for a moment. I grew up in Philadelphia, which has a very strong Quaker heritage, stretching way back to 1682 when William Penn founded the city of brotherly love. And the Quakers have a saying that when you sit in the shade of a tree, remember you didn't plant that tree. And when you drink from the well, remember you didn't dig that well. And the crucial question is, what trees will you plant? What wells will you dig during your time on Earth? And this question, to me, captures the essence of paying homage to both the past while it focuses on the welfare of the future. Today's Spirit of Hospitality Award honors an individual who, in my mind, has planted many, many trees and dug many wells. It also models admirable civic behavior and reminds each of us to take the initiative for the benefit of those yet to come. With this in mind, I'm proud to recognize Bob Richard. He's a prime example of what we in Rotary say or call service above self. Among his many accomplishments, Bob was president of the Egyptian Theater Board. He was president of the Park City Board of Realtors, president of the Park City Rotary. He served on the Park City Library Board, where he was instrumental in moving and enlarging the library and moving it to where it is now on Park Avenue. He served on the Park City City Council in the early 1990s and was instrumental in setting the quality growth agenda that is still shaping Park City today. Bob was an early and continuing advocate for preserving open space and served as the co-chair of the Citizens Open Space Advisory Committee, where he championed Park City's first open space bond in 1998. Remember, we've had to buy most of the open space that you see in our community around us. It wasn't given to us. We're not surrounded by national parks or national forests. We've had to buy it, and Bob was instrumental in that. He also served as one of our Summit County commissioners for 6 years and was a driving force behind the change in the form of county government. As a county commissioner, Bob also helped form the Basin Open Space Advisory Committee and worked to pass the county's first open space bond. Subsequently, Summit County required key open space parcels because of him at Kimball Junction, Round Valley, and along Highway 224. When Bob retired from the county commission just about 2 years ago, Wendy Fisher, who is still director of the Utah Open Lands, wrote, "Only a few will recall the work Bob did from the beginning to preserve the treasured landscapes we in Summit County, and especially the Park City area, take for granted. Bob," she said, "you have my humble thanks for truly countless hours you have taken away from family, from friends, and from fun to ensure that the community continues to enjoy what is so uniquely Summit County, its scenic grandeur, solace, and recreational opportunity. Bob," she said, "you are truly open space man, defender of good country for a good county." As a county commissioner, Bob also shepherded through the 2004 planning code changes, which limited development in the Snyderville Basin. He helped put the Mountain Regional Water District on a sound operational and financial footing. He instituted a 25-year transportation plan to guide infrastructure improvements and worked on all the improvements along Highway 224, which we take for granted today, like the medians and the planting strips and the lights that all let you go through on time now. As if these accomplishments were not enough, he worked to create committees to aid and assist Eastern Summit County with future growth and infrastructure. and worked with his fellow commissioners to create an affordable housing program. You know, in all of these roles, Bob withstood constant personal and political pressures, as well as legal challenges, all to protect our community's vision for the future. The tenacity with which Bob approaches community problems is an inspiration for all who serve the public. He is one of Park City's civic heroes. His fingerprints are on many of Park City's most beloved amenities, though his pivotal role often goes unnoticed and is insufficiently appreciated. To call attention to his years of service, Leadership Park City awarded Bob its annual Community Leadership Award in 2006. It is now my distinct pleasure, in the presence of his wife Susan, his parents and family members, and his many friends and admirers, to present this year's Park City Chamber Bureau's 2010 Spirit of Hospitality Award to Bob Richer. Please join me in congratulating him and encouraging him to continue serving us all in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please remain standing. No, thank you. Oh, boy. What a great honor. Thank you very much. Well, let me start at the beginning. I was born. Thanks, Mom and Dad. No, seriously, Mom and Dad, thank you for teaching me about honesty, integrity, discipline, and empathy. Thank you. To my wife, Susan, thank you for just putting up with me. The political life is not always an easy life. Agony and ecstasy, definitely. To my friends, Randy, Chuck, Jan, all the Friday lunch guys, my kitchen cabinet, thanks for all the advice, solicited and unsolicited over the years. Thank you, Jenny and Bill, and most of all, thank you, Myles. There is no one I have more respect for than Myles. I'm honored to receive an award with his name on it, and honored to call you my friend. To all the past recipients of this award, Brad, Hans, Kim, Terry, I'm honored and humbled to be included with a group that's done so much for our community. And it is about our community. You know, everything I worked on, everything that I accomplished, I did as part of a team. Sometimes I was the captain of the team, and sometimes I was just one of the players. But the secret of our success as a community is that we had and still have so many talented people who want to get involved and who want to make a difference. In Park City, it's not just about making a living, it's about living a life. It's why so many of us who stumbled across Park City 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago decided to stay and create a life here. It's why so many of us have worked so hard to protect what we found. Certainly a lot has changed over the last 30 years that I've been here. Change is a part of life. But what hasn't changed is that we are still a community of caring people. So I salute all of those over the years who ran for public office or who served on a committee, who spoke out at a public hearing, who wrote a letter to the editor, who contributed time or money to one of our many fine nonprofit organizations. All of you who truly care about what we were and what we are and what as a community we will become. So thank you for all that you've done, and thank you for recognizing me today. Thank you. Becky, you get up here. Geez, I thought it would be bigger. Thank you. Congratulations. Thanks, Becky. Thank you.